The diary in mobile or in on a book?
You can, oh yeah, I was going to get to that. Great question. You can write it in any form. People have open diaries, like a blog. So essentially, I would record myself, say something about my day, and I'll put it on the internet. It'll be out there for people to see and assess. So you can write it on your notes in your, in your mobile. You can write it on your handwritten. I like to write it handwritten because it gives me like a personal feel. I have a very bad handwriting if it was a bad day and things like that. But you can obviously change the font. So that's the fun for that. Okay. You can make a PPT if you want to, really. It's have fun with it. Do what you want with it. Okay. But what I want you to essentially do and not miss it, put an alarm in your phone if you have to. You can put a diary writing alarm, just a pop-up in your phone around 8:30. People mostly do it during the night because only when you spend the day you can write about the day, right? But if you feel like it, some people like to write it in gists also. So I woke up and something huge happened in my day. So I just feel like picking up my pen and I'll just write a few sentences, and then maybe I'll continue with it in the night. Maybe I'll make an assumption. Oh, I hope my day goes really well, and I'll write it in the morning. And in the night, I'll follow up with it. Did my day go really well? Do I like how I spent my day? Okay. As a few of you mentioned, your colleges are yet to begin, right? And we don't know when they are working on it. Of course they are. But we are really waiting for them to, get on with the process now, very patiently. So this is something that will actually help you keep a track record of your day as well. Okay. So on days when you feel like, oh my God, I really didn't do anything today. I think I should have done something more. I think I shouldn't have been that rude to my mom or my sister or my dad. Things like that, when they come to you, writing it down is something that really helps. So when you get up the next morning and you read it, you're like, yes, I was rude to them. I will maybe apologize and make it a point that I'm not rude to them again. Okay? Now, I told you what we are to do. We are to make diary entries. How are we going to do it? Is also a very tricky thing. So if you guys want, you can take notes, or I am going to put up a very detailed message so that you can go back to it. So you can star mark that message and keep it. So for throughout the week, when you get lost, what am I doing? You can go to that message and read it again. Okay. But essentially, we're going to make a chotu sa notebook. Okay. You can call it anything you want. You can name the diary also. When I was younger, I had always named my diary Grace because it reminded me to be graceful about my words, about writing bad about people, right? So you can name your diary. You can make it a person. It's like you're talking to a person when you're writing. Or you can just be like 2021. Some people go with that too. Okay. But essentially, we're going to make a copy. Okay. Now, a different thing that we as people who really want to improve our English are going to do is when we start to think, right? When we start to think, we mostly start to think in the language we are most comfortable with. In most of our cases, it could be Marathi, it could be Hindi, right? And that's not a problem. That's actually genuinely cool because, it's our culturally, it's our language, and that's what we are intended to think in, right? But to improve my fluency, what I'll do now is if I don't know how to convert that sentence into proper English, when you say a sentence, we realize, right? I don't think it is a rightly, I don't think it's a correct sentence. I think there are a few errors. When that happens, note it down. Note that sentence down in your own language. I'm coming to your question, Durkeshwari, okay? In the language that you thought it in, and maybe bring it to me. I'll help you translate it into English. Or you can Google it. How to write this in English. Don't have any sort of shame in doing that. Trust me, Google is very helpful. With synonyms, antonyms, they will give you words you've never known. Okay? Now, when you get the words you've never known, because you will find a lot of them, if you're genuinely trying to write down what you think, you will come up with sentences, phrases you don't know how to write in English. I don't know what is the exact translation of the sentence. I will Google it, and when I find a new word, I will go to the last page of my diary. Okay. I'll go to the last page of my diary and I'll make an entry. Number one, so and so word. I did not know the. Oh, I should be a little more loud. Can you hear me better now? Okay, so sorry. Okay, so I'll go to the last page of my diary and I will write down that word. Number one, skeptical. Okay, I did not know the meaning of skeptical. Skeptical means being somebody who's very shakky. Okay, so I did not know the meaning of the word skeptical. I'll write down the word skeptical. Okay, and I'll write down the other forms of being skeptical, like what, how can we use skeptical as a noun. When you look up things on Google, you'll find that. Okay, now Google can be misleading. Google can also be very misguiding. There can be a lot of various sources of information which can be confusing. I get that. What I use is this. I have told you guys about this before. I feel like it. It's this app called WordWeb. I will show you the logo. Can you see this? This search ka symbol. It's an app called WordWeb. I'll click a screenshot of it or of how it looks on your Play Store. You should download it. The good thing about this app is it has basic meanings. It's not a very it's not a very critically acclaimed app per se. But the fun part is if you don't know the meaning of the word that is given in the, so you search a word, okay? I search skeptical, but what happens is the meaning of the skeptical has three more words that I don't know the meaning of. And I'm like, now how do I understand skeptical, right? So I will, if I click at the word that I don't know the meaning of, it'll take me to the meaning of that word. Okay? And so you can make a huge chain. The best part is the more words you discover, the more meanings you know, and the more you are improving your vocabulary, right? So I would suggest you to go for this app, and that is how we will juice out or we will write our diary entries. Make sure, now it is crucial for you to make a copy, okay? Because if you don't take down the new words that you're learning, they will vanish. Vanish matlab they will disappear, okay? And you wouldn't know how to get back to them. And it's a very annoying feeling. You're like, I know there is a word for this, but I can't remember, right? So do that, okay? We are going to make a copy. We're going to be very serious about it. And that's how we're going to go about. We are going to write our paragraphs and we're going to write our new words, okay? Towards the back side. Now, we spoke about the online blog. Okay. Oh, so we spoke about learning and listening to English music, right? We heard Bruno Mars's "You Can Count on Me," right? Now, that is the first step. You listen to an English song. I personally loved "You Can Count on Me." That's why that's the song I showed you guys, right? You guys also shared a lot of songs that you love. Now, the trick to actually improving my English with the help of that song, because a lot of people listen to music, right? I can listen to Korean music, and I'm guessing some of you do. BTS and everything. Yeah, see, Durgeshwari does. So, but it's not essentially making you learn Korean now, is that you know some words. I'm pretty sure you know some words, which are used very, very commonly in music, but you don't know the language. What I want you guys to do so that you can know the language better with the help of the song is try to remember the lyrics. Okay? Remember the lyrics or read it out loud and sing with the song. So I will legit go on and I'll sing You Can Count on Me with the entire video. Okay? I will push myself to do that because sometimes it's not comfortable. If you don't like singing, I love singing, but if you don't like singing, it can be a little uncomfortable. So music is the way to go for people who love music, right? Some of us love watching TV or videos. Now, for the video part, we are going to be focusing on videos which will teach us, okay? Now, English, mein, you have all sorts of videos out there. I am going to suggest you one of the places which I actually love about English learning and videos is, do you know this show that used to come on Disney called Phineas and Ferb? Do you guys know? Ferb has like a long mouth and Phineas has like a triangle face. Aditya Bhalera knows. Okay. Yeah. And then there is Doofenshmirtz,
Yeah.
who's like the bad guy. Yeah, Rekha also knows, I think. Okay. So that show, yeah, Rekha, you want to say something?
No, by mistake, my reason.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, so that show, actually, I looked up a lot of shows as like that I used to watch when I was younger, and I used to like. But this one made a lot of sense to me. It's about science. I used to love watching it because these two kids are doing a lot of experiments, okay, and they have a lot of free time at home, and I think you'll relate to it now because of lockdown. But essentially, this show has a lot of songs also. And the songs, so what we used to do, what I also used to do, I am also to be blamed for it. I used to watch it in Hindi, dubbed Hindi, okay? Because it used to come on TV like that. You can change Tata Sky My settings. I have seen all these cartoons which could actually have helped me in improving my English, but I saw them in Hindi. So they didn't help me in that manner per se. Now, you can obviously not switch on Disney Channel, maybe in your house if everybody else also watches TV. You can watch it on YouTube though. I will share a couple of videos with you, 4 minutes long. So Disney doesn't let you enter, upload the entire episode, but chote chote clips they have. The best part about small clips is that I, as somebody who's trying to learn what they're saying, trying to learn with the series, can rewatch it. I'll watch one episode, I'll watch it again. Then I'll watch it again. Maybe I'll watch it three, 4 times before I understand everything they're saying. Maybe I'll watch it three, 4 times so that I can, memorize the sentences they're saying. Maybe I'll suggest my friend, oh, have you seen this episode? And we can watch it together and then discuss the episode and do it in English. Okay. So we are going to do things like this. Now, Phineas and Ferb is something that I liked out of all the options that were available. There are some episodes that you might like of some other series. There are a lot of them out there. Trust me, Disney has done a great job to help us in learning basic English. Now, why am I saying to watch kids' cartoon? Firstly, they are not vulgar. Secondly, they're actually very fun. And thirdly, the storyline is not very complicated. So if I can't follow up, there are not a lot of difficult words also, right? Because they're meant for children to watch. So they're actually pretty convenient and easy to watch and understand for someone who is not very, very confident with my English right now. Okay? So we're gonna watch Phineas and Ferb. We're gonna make diary entries. You can even make diary entries about Phineas and Ferb. Imagine yourself as a character of Phineas and Ferb and write a diary entry. You can be Candace, you can be Ferb, you can be Perry the platypus. They have a small pet. You'll actually find him very interesting. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Now, all of these things that I am suggesting, they sound like good, fun things to do. But we tend to forget to do them actually, right? We listen to the English song once, but we forget to push ourselves to listen to it again, right? So, what we're going to do for that is I'm obviously going to remind you guys on the group every day. I am very, very good at constantly flooding people with messages. So, I'll do that definitely. But we're also going to make sure, tell your family, tell your friends about it, okay? And tell them, okay, I'm doing this with my English classes right now. I'm going to be writing a diary entry daily, okay? Or I'm making this list of new words. Maybe we can talk to each other with those new words so that I remember those new words and phrases, okay? But we are essentially going to make sure that this happens, this gets done. I am spending one entire class just talking about diary entries because when I was first introduced to writing a diary entry, I loved it so much that I still do it. It was something that opened this new world of experience for me, right? We constantly talk to ourselves, right? When we do something stupid or when we do something really nice, we talk to ourselves, right? Inside our heads, there's like one person, there's a person sitting inside and they talk to us constantly. All I'm asking you to do is take that voice and write it on a paper, okay? Write it in a notebook. It can be, sometimes it's annoying to read what you thought earlier, but sometimes it's refreshing because What I and you guys would be creating is a book that is evidence to the fact how you have improved your English. Every day, when you'll go back and read your previous diary entries, you will realize how much better you have gotten. You will see your progress. You will be able to analyze your progress. You can do it best. I don't want to read your diary entries. I would never invade your personal spaces, right? But you can read your diary entries. You can read your brains, right? You can correct your diary entries. Take a red pen and correct it. When I'm very angry at myself, I'm not doing something nicely. I just gave online examinations, right? We had to write down answers. I had to write 2,000 words answers in 40 minutes. So it's very long, and sometimes you make a lot of silly mistakes. I was very mad at myself after the first exam. I sat with a red pen and I corrected everything. So much, I went into such details that my entire page was red after I was done. But did that make me feel better? Yes. In the next exam, I did do better. So correct yourself. Take a separate ink pen and make corrections if you feel like it. Okay? If your diary entry is not that personal, share it with me. I'll sit down with you and we will talk about how we can make that process a more fluent one. Okay? Now, one more thing that I want to talk about is this thing called Diary of a Wimpy Kid. No, that's a very informal sort of text to read, but it's actually very fun. Have you guys heard about it? Diary of a Wimpy Kid? No? Okay, so it's basically this kid, not a kid, but like a person who has made these cartoon like diary entries, okay? He draws people, like stick figures and everything. If you look it up, you'll find a lot of content on it. They are actually published like books, and he has sold them, and he's made a lot of money out of them, so much that it's famous all over the world. There's a movie on it also. So essentially, man, a boy making diary entries. Okay, so if you want to have fun with your diary entry, make stick figures, make angry stick figures, smiley stick figures, make a lot of smileys. Go to town with it. Okay, go to town matlab have fun doing it. Okay, I had one student. She, I think, okay, she's not here, but I was mentoring her one on one earlier. And for every chapter we read, she would make this painting. So for cherry tree, you remember, she made this entire beautiful cherry tree. So she would do that. Okay. Now, I, as an art student and as somebody who loves art, and I'm very much willing to contribute my life to just promoting people to continue to do art. I'm telling you that every piece of information that you have in your life can be used as inspiration to write. Okay? And a diary entry is the basis of all of those things. Okay? So when you're starting to write your diary entries, please remember this is a starting point. Okay? This is a starting point. You can write one sentence. If you like to write one sentence, just be like, yeah, I had a boring day. Just go for it. Just write one sentence. But write it. Don't miss it. Okay? Now, if you guys have any questions, ask me, and then we will have our conversation part of the class. Okay? Do you have any questions?
How to
Yes,
write? How to start the diary first? How to write first sentence?
You can have a lot of ways of starting it, but one of my personal favorites is to start by having a conversation with the diary. So a lot of people start like, "Dear diary, how have you been? I have been very busy today." Something like this. Okay, like you start a conversation with a friend. You can start it like that also. If you're having a problem in starting or getting coming up with your first sentence, start like that. If you don't like that, you can start by starting your day. I woke up very late today. So start from the starting of your day because it's a daily thing, right? So every day actually becomes a new, fresh start, a fresh page. Okay? So you can explore every day with your page. All right? Anybody else? If you ask more questions, I get to explain the process to you better. Yes, Durgeshwari.
Didi, I have that question. What we need to write in diary? Our daily routine or anything about like English you are telling about that or both?
you can mix the two things. Okay, when I'm writing my diary entry, it's personally about my day, right? So you can have two ways of looking at your day. One can be objective and the other one can be subjective. Objective is to basically look at it in a very scientific manner. I ate 100 grams of paneer today and I ate 3 chapatis. My lunch had these many calories. You can make that account also. If you are into fitness, probably you already do. A subjective account, on the other hand, will be like, I am feeling very happy today. I'm feeling very grateful to my parents today. I'm feeling very grateful to the fact that I'm, living in this country or living in this locality or was born in this particular part of the world, right? So that is how you can go about it. You can write it in a lot of forms. How I write my diary entry would also reflect the sort of person I am. If I'm a very talkative person, which I am, I can write a lot of pages. If I don't like to talk that much, maybe I'll write a few lesser pages. There are some people who don't like to talk much, but they love to write. So you might find something new about yourself when you sit down to write. But you will be amazed to see how different you are from maybe your physical personality, because not many of us have actually sat down to write on our own, right? We have written for examinations, we have to, because our education system works like that. But how often have we just sat down to be like, yeah, I'm not going to show this to any other person in this entire world. This is just me and my diary. So you can be as bad at English as you want to. Like you can have the worst English and nobody gets to know. Nobody except for yourself, right? So that's the fun part. Take choice, take a lot of pride in the fact that nobody is going to get access to these thoughts. Okay? And then write it. All right? Now, we're going to go about a diary entry. Another thing that I'm going to suggest for those people who want to share their thoughts with me, okay? Who want me to look at their thoughts or how they're writing, their answers maybe, so that I can help them work for better answers when they're, with their classes or with them moving forward. Because at least for the next coming 5 years of your education, which is 11, 12th, and if you're doing a BA 3 years, if you're doing some other degree, maybe even more. But essentially, minimum 5 years, you'll be expected to write a lot of long answers. And fortunately or unfortunately, they're going to be in English, okay? So for those of you who want to work on that aspect as well, because we are focusing this week solely on making our writing part better, from spellings to commas to everything. So, right? So if you want to show me your work, I would suggest, if you're not happy with showing me your diary entry, you write a paragraph about something you are passionate about. Now, it can be a hobby, it can be a person, it can be anything. I'm very passionate about how my mom lives, so I'll write a paragraph about her, how devoted she is. I might like a singer a lot, I might write it like an actor a lot. Okay? So you just write one paragraph, or if you want to write more. I really want you guys to write a lot, but I don't want you to start writing with the pressure of writing a lot. Okay? Because that pressure is a very, very strong pressure, if you've ever felt it. If I want to write a book, it's a huge task, and sometimes I get really stuck because I know I have to write that much. So I don't want to put that pressure. That's why I'm constantly saying that you can write just one paragraph if that is what helps you in starting. Okay? So for those of you who want to, and I really want everyone to show me something that they've written, okay? Because only when I see you writing, only when I've seen you write, is that I can truly get to know. As I said, how we speak is more often than not very different from how we write. You've heard me speak for so long, right? You'll read my papers and you'll be like, who is this person? She's never used these words in front of us. She never talks like this. How has she written like that? Right? But that is what I have worked on, right? I have worked on writing better. So maybe my writing is much better than my vocal, spoken English. Okay? So we'll do that. We'll write a paragraph. I was also told to write a paragraph by my teacher. we have been doing it till third year of BA, so you can imagine how amazingly interesting this task is. I was supposed to write a paragraph on anything. One of my friends wrote a paragraph on plants because she loves plants. So she wrote this entire paragraph on plants. It was very nicely written. I wrote this paragraph about Taylor Swift because I really love her and I love her music. So I wrote this paragraph about her. So have got an opportunity first of all to think what you love the most in the world, which is an opportunity you don't get really often. You can write about your favorite person in the world, okay? And I won't judge you because I don't believe in judging people for what they love because loving something is a very passionate thing. Now, so write your paragraph, one paragraph to be submitted to me, okay? Try to write it in a good handwriting because if you write it in a bad handwriting, I won't be able to read it and then the entire thing would be lost in the process. Okay. I can understand if you have a bad handwriting. I personally have a very nice handwriting. I am very proud of my handwriting. Because I love writing a lot, as I said. So I've improved it over a period of time. But write that paragraph. One paragraph to be given to me and one paragraph every day for yourselves. So you have to just give me one छोटू सा paragraph, but for yourself, you are writing every day for the coming week. So when I meet you next, I know a lot of people might have forgotten to do it, even despite myself reminding it. I won't kill you if you've forgotten, but I'll be very happy if a majority of you have written. Okay? Undoubtedly, very happy. Okay? Now, we'll come to the conversation part of our class today because we can't end a class without conversation. Okay? So today we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people. We tried talking three people, but then you have to wait for an opportunity to speak. That was not very fun. We'll have two people talk in pairs, and one person gets to talk to me. Okay? So whoever is the last to go will have the most difficult conversation because I'll make the conversation difficult. Okay, you should not be the last to go. You should volunteer to talk. Okay. Now, are you ready to hear the topic for today's conversation? Okay, are you prepared? All right. Today we are going to talk about our favorite color. Now, don't tell me I like all colors. Okay, don't give me all that boring stuff. I like all colors. No. I want to know your one color that you would. Okay, one color that you would love to wear, one color that you would, anything, but one color, and then you have to talk about why you like that color and how you like that color. Like for example, I love to wear pink clothes, and it's considered like a very girly thing and everything about that color. So go on and on about that color, okay? But just one color, do not. I am telling you, nobody is going to say I like all colors. I will literally not spare you if you say I like all colors. Okay, one color only. One color and reason why you like that color and things that you have in that color. And we'll make it like a conversation. How? I will be like, hi Ayush, what color do you like? And Ayush will tell me what color he likes. Then I'll ask more things. What do you like about that color? Why do you like that color so much? Is it a happy color? Is it a sad color? Okay. So we'll make the conversation flow that way. All right. Now, who wants to volunteer to go first? You have been speaking since so long. You guys should be confident enough to just raise your hands now. Come on. Who wants to go first? Amit just shut his video also. He's like, I'm not going. Come on, volunteer. I really want you guys to volunteer this time. I always end up picking you guys up, but this time I want you guys to volunteer. So who's going to go with who? You can choose your best friend. Come on. Come on. Tell me, who wants to go? We'll keep sitting here for the entire day if you guys don't go. Okay, Ayush is ready to go. He's taking one for the team. Okay, Ayush. Who do you want to choose to talk to? Aditya has raised his hand. Okay, so Aditya and Ayush can have a conversation. Are you guys okay with that? All right, works for me. Chalo, unmute yourselves and let us have that conversation.
So I have one question. We both have different favorite colors. Then
That's fine. It's good to have two different favorite colors. It's okay. You can also say how you don't like his favorite color. Just it's okay to have different colors. That's completely fine. All right. While you guys are performing the exercise, it's please keep your your audios on for the entire conversation. Okay. Imagine like you are on a phone call with each other. You don't mute yourself, right? Just keep yourself on unmute. Yeah. Go for it. Let's start.
Hello, brother. How are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm also good. So I was asking you, uh, my I was thinking that my favorite color would be, but I want to ask you, what's your favorite color?
So my favorite color is orange, and
And
now I
why?
have also wear orange t-shirt, but you can't. Yeah, you can see.
Oh, great. What is the reason behind the orange color?
So when I wear now orange color, I look very uh, I look very handsome.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. And which is your favorite color?
So talking about my favorite color is green because whenever I see a tree, I get uh, positive energy from the green color the tree has because it has the potential to grow anyway. Like that, I also want to grow it like that. Therefore, I like the green color the most. And green color is very important for me because many are my times I do have some difficult problems. Whenever I wear a green T-shirt, it makes me very happy.
Yeah. And have you ever observed that our flag also have green color?
Yeah, same. Orange also is there.
Yeah, means we both have our favorite color in our own national flag.
Yeah, great. And you know, the flag green color means politeness, peace.
No, yes, because in our flag there is green color because it is said that our agriculture, India has a bone of agriculture. So in flag we have green color. And for orange,
Can I help you? Orange.
yes,
So orange, for me, orange means the bright sun, like how the sun rises. It doesn't wait for anyone. Like that, I also think orange is also great color.
yeah, it is all about pride and like that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a brilliant conversation, guys. I love the patriotism in your choice of colors. From what I've read, another thing for orange is orange also stands for sacrifice. So it is standing for all the people who sacrifice themselves, getting us independent. All right, I love that conversation. I can't tell you how much I love that conversation. Also, good to know your favorite colors. I will know what color presents to give you if I ever give you a present. Okay, so who wants to go next? Now you guys have gotten more ideas looking at their conversations. So who would want to go next? Chalo. Durgeshwari, you want to go? Okay. Who wants to talk to Durgeshwari? Nishtha, would you like to? So, do you want to?
Sania.
Sorry.
Hey, Sania is here. She is want to talk to me.
All right, perfect.
Sania.
Okay. Sania can talk to Durgeshwari. Rekha has also raised her hand. So later on, Rekha can talk to Nishtha. Does that work for everyone? Perfect. All right. We'll have Durgeshwari and Sanya talk first. Chalo.
Yes.
Hi, Durgeshwari Didi.
Hello. Hi, Sania. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. So, what is your favorite color? I am so excited to know about that.
So, my favorite color is black because it suits on everyone and looks like attractive.
Oh, wow. What did you think black
Yes.
color is known for? Like, black color is why you very much like that color, all of these colors. You can say anything, yeah, no problem. It's like for me, it's like a lucky color, anything.
I love to wear black color because it suits on me. That's why.
Right. Oh, nice.
So, Didi, what
So
is your
my
favorite
favorite,
color?
yeah, I know to ask this question. That's why I'm ready. So my favorite color is yellow. I love that color, but I don't wear that. I don't know why. Hello, where are you? Hello, Sania. I think she has a network.
Will you
Hello,
repeat
Sania.
again, please?
Yes, why not? I'm saying that yellow is my favorite color, but I don't wear that color. And the behind reason why I like this color is like I am very angry person, not outside but inside I am so angry person. I like quickly angry in moment only, so that's why I want to peace. And I thought it's yellow color. When I see the yellow color, I feel so peace and calm down, Durgeshwari, come. Then so whenever I feel so angry, so I saw that color, so it feel me so peace. That's why I love that color so
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
What? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, a very good conversation. Very well done, Sanya and Durkeshwari. I love both your colors also. I love black. You know what, Sanya? Black is a mixture of all colors. Also, we see black when there's an absence of light. So if there is nothing there, you'll still see your
Yes.
favorite color, right? It's
Yes.
the color of the void. Very interesting. So yellow to me is a calm and a soothing color. And I, as somebody who has also gotten very angry, yellow पीला वस्त्र धारण करने को, that in Hindi mythology, I would say, it's considered as calming as well. My mom used to intentionally buy yellow clothes, and she had this yellow string that she had made me wear for how angry I used to get as a child. Uh, so yeah, that is also some sort of significance in mythology, which says that yeah, yellow is actually pretty soothing. So it is good to have your favorite color as yellow. Yes, Ayush, you want to say something?
Yes, so what I have listened that black color is stand for confidence.
Hmm.
Yeah, because all the businessmen wearing that black blazer, so it increases their confidence level.
Yes. Also, there are a lot of these things which are like tell us your favorite color and we'll tell you about your personality. I think that is one of the quizzes I've also taken. It's very interesting to find out. So yeah, black color is said to be the color of people who feel confident in their own skin because it's a very bold color, right? You mostly black stands for special occasions and yeah, in Christian faith, it also stands for wearing for mourning, but that's a separate cause. Okay, so we have great conversation. Loved how you guys supplemented each other. Loved how if even if Sania forgot to ask a question, Durgesh was like, I will give you the answer because I will take this conversation forward. So great fighting spirit. And I love how you guys are improving. Oh God, your informal conversations have gotten so much better. You're making each other also comfortable, which is very, very important to have a good, conversation, a good interaction, a good to and fro with somebody. Okay? All right. Next, we had paired Nishtha and Rekha, but I think Rekha has lost her connection. Okay, we'll wait for Rekha to come back. In the meanwhile, who wants to go next? We have Suvojit and Amit left, right? Okay, Amit has already raised his hand. So Suvojit, would you like to talk to Amit?
Okay, Didi.
Perfect. Favorite colors. Let's.
So, hello Amit, how are you?
I am fine. How are you, Shubhojit?
I am also fine. Oh wow, I think today you are spiking your hairs and means wear a hoodie. Is this your favorite color or what?
No, my favorite color is orange.
So why you like that orange color?
Huh? Because because it's very light and shiny color, and in
That,
and in fruit I also love orange fruit, so that's why my favorite color is orange.
oh, and any other thing that's related to your orange favorite color?
Huh?
That's anything is there which is related to your orange color?
Yeah, in India's flag there is an orange color, so that's why I love orange.
Yeah, because that orange color is stands for the means that soldier who has sacrificed and
Yes,
gives their
yes,
life to our Indian means to our country, and
yes,
this means this color is came from the Kesaris who are from Punjab, so that's why this color is known as saffron color in our flag. Yeah.
yes.
So I also like my favorite color is blue. So I always mostly wear blue colored t-shirts and jersey. Mostly I wear jerseys because I used to play kabaddi. Here kabaddi symbol also there. So mostly I play kabaddi. And when we go to give a size to tailor that make a kabaddi jersey, always means we give to color as a blue because I like blue color and it is favorite color of me because Indian team also wear this blue color jersey whatever match is there or what in cricket in kabaddi and all, so I like blue color.
Okay.
So thank you Amit for sharing your favorite color. Thank you.
Yes, welcome.
Very well done. I also love blue color. Our Indian national flag also has blue color. I love to see how you guys have taken almost all your colors from the national flag. So the chakra that the flag has, it has saffron, white, and green, right? But that circle that it has, that's blue in color, and it stands for, I think, the
Our
number of.
Indian our
Yes,
yeah our Indian Navy also
yes,
the
that's
t-shirt
also blue.
means color is blue, light
Yes.
blue, navy blue.
And yes, that color became so famous because of Navy that it was actually named Navy Blue,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so we have all your favorite colors. We have Nishtha that is yet to go. Rekha has messaged me telling that her data pack has gotten over. Hence, she's unable to join. So maybe I'll have a conversation with Nishtha. Did we have one more person? Because we had 9 people when I was counting. Okay, no issues. All right. So me and Nishtha will have a conversation and then I will conclude the class. Okay? All right, Nishtha. Unmute yourself.
Hi, Didi.
Hi, Nishtha. How have
How are
you been?
you? Very
I'm
good. Didi, in my create class, the teacher has asked which one is your favorite color and why. So this question I will ask to you. Which one is your favorite color and why?
Well, my favorite color is neon yellow. And a very specific color for a very specific reason. Well, I, as somebody, I like to highlight a lot of my work. So I highlight using that color. It is also something that I've worn in like sports. So that's how I love it. Also, neon yellow for a color for me is something that is so bright, and it makes me have like a positive direction towards things. You know, it can actually glow. So you have those glow wala stickers. You know, some people put them on their roof. So I, as a child, used to be very scared of the dark. So I had those stickers put, like my mom and dad had put those stickers on the top of my wall, so that, you know, I felt like my room wasn't completely dark when I was going to sleep. So it gave me a sense of safety. So that's why I really love that color even now. It makes me feel nice and warm and safe. What is your favorite color?
So my favorite color is blue because I have three reasons. So first reason is blue color is of Ashok Chakra, and second reason is because of our water, our sea is of full of blue, and third one because when I see blue color, I feel so happy and so grateful that we in our country blue color have so many things that we can relate to them.
Very well done.
And
Do you like to wear blue clothes as well? Do you have a lot of blue clothes? You're wearing something blue right now, aren't you? Nice. What is your favorite shade of blue though? Blue has so many shades, no? Which one do you like the most?
royal blue.
Royal blue, a very nice choice. I also like. I love the. I love it in a velvet texture. So I've had this one notebook that was in like the velvet, that had like a velvet cover, and it was royal blue. I still love it so much. I still have it. I couldn't write anything in it because I loved it so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You
All
were
right.
saying something?
No, I was just.
You were saying.
No, I was almost done. Thank you. Rekha, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Sorry?
I'm not able to you.
You are not able to? Can you hear me now? Hello? I think her network is really slow. That's all right. Okay, so that's it for today's class. You can also write your diary entry about how you loved the class, which will be amazing. But do not, Durgesh is like, yeah, I always love your classes. I'll definitely like. Okay, so a reminder before we end the class, please write your diary entry. It's almost 7 o'clock, right? So in 3-4 hours, you would be ready. If you're a normal person and you don't stay awake for the entire night, you'll be able to conclude your day before you sleep. Okay, so do write your diary. If you have a new notebook lying around in the house, if you're somebody like me who keeps all these notebooks, say, stacked up, you might have a new notebook lying around. If you don't, just use whatever you're currently using. If you're using a notebook, and if you want, you can go and buy like a cute little 10-15 rupees ka. See, Subhajit is showing also his new notebook. Brilliant. So make a chotu sa notebook, okay? And let us do this activity this week, okay? Let us promise ourselves that we're going to make a daily diary entry for the entire week. Wow, that's a very beautiful notebook, Durgeshwari. Please make a lot of entries in that. Amazing. All right, it was a great class. I will see you guys next week. Okay? Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye bye,
Didi.
Didi. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye, Didi.
Bye, Rachna ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Bye, everyone.